Hey, watchers! I'm Nathan from Watching Whatever. As you can see, I'm here doing this by myself today. Danny and my schedules kind of conflict a lot of times, so he's not able to film with me all the time. But today is a special, episode for Christmas, and there's a few Christmas movies that I had thought about, recording. We have Obviously, I'm gonna do National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation here, one of the classics. There's also Home Alone. There's A Nightmare Before Christmas. Um, what else? A Christmas Story. Um, but I really wanted to. I felt like this one was. I've seen all of those, and I felt like this Christmas Vacation was the one I really wanted to do. Like I said, to me, it's a classic. I remember watching this as a kid. Uh, Pretty much all those movies I have since I was young. But I really, really wanted something to watch that was just like a good comedy. And it's been a while since I've seen this, so I wanted to check it out again. Um, so this is obviously the National Lampoon series with Chevy Chase. The first one was Vacation, which is also a very funny movie. But I think, and they have European Vacation. To me, I feel though that Christmas Vacation is probably the best one of his National Lampoon series. In my opinion, and I just love the comedy era of it, the comedy side of this, but also the family feel and the holiday feel that it gives. So I wanted to check it out. So watch along with me here. But before we start, I'd like to remind everyone who is on YouTube to please remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment for me. Give me your thoughts about this movie. For those of you who've seen it, obviously everyone of you here on here probably has seen it. What were your thoughts when you saw it? When was the first time you saw it? Is this a movie that was relatively new to you, or did you grow up watching this? Um, which of the National Lampoon series with Chevy Chase was your favorite? And let me know why. I'd love to hear from you guys, and maybe we can get a little discourse on there as to figuring out which one is the best one. If you want to check us out on Patreon, you can go to www.patreon.com/watchingwhatever. You can watch along with me here with your own copy of the movie, which is available on Max, which is where I am watching this on. And for our Patreon viewers, thank you very much again for being here with us, with me, and being a subscriber, showing your support. I really appreciate that. Every little bit of support helps out, and I am forever grateful to every one of you. So, with all that being said, I'm going to start the movie here. I can't help but start off just by smiling when this I hear this music. So those of you who may not recognize Johnny Galecki here, he is one of the actors on The Big Bang Theory, and then obviously we have Juliette Lewis, who's been famous since being a child star. Uh, Written by John Hughes, the legend. So something that I learned about this movie is it was originally set to be directed by Christopher Columbus. And before they actually started shooting, he quit because he found it too difficult to work with Chevy Chase.
Christ the Lord. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la.
I can relate to that feeling, right? Parents singing and doing stuff in the car, just
Take it, Russ.
the last thing you want to do.
Fa la 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 la. And select that most important of Christmas symbols. What we're looking for today
And anyone who missed the intro,
family Christmas tree.
I've seen this movie. I've seen it several times. Probably one of my favorite classic Christmas movies.
Some jackass is riding my tail. Hey kids, look, a deer.
Anyone try to do that when someone's being a jackass behind you and they try to pass and you just speed up to try to not let them in?
I'm in complete control.
Look, Fast and Furious. I'm gonna say they got the move from this movie here.
Made pretty good time.
Seatbelts, people, seatbelts.
Didn't they invent Christmas tree lots so people wouldn't have to drive all the way out to nowhere and waste a whole Saturday?
Clark,
Yes, honey.
Audrey's frozen from the waist down.
That's all part of
So these shots were actually filmed in Colorado, I think in Breckenridge. And because it's supposed to get a lot of snow there. So when they initially came on location, there wasn't any snow, so that's actually bring in truckloads of snow to shoot different locations. But then after that, they got a huge snow dump to where they actually had to use cat machines to dig out paths for them to get to their shooting locations. So it went from one extreme to the other for them.
Not going in our yard, Russ. Isn't it a beaut, Audrey?
She'll see it later, honey.
Oh my gosh. Tongue's frozen. And no saw. So yes, it's funny, right? He uprooted the tree, but how did he uproot the tree? There'd be no way the four of them would be able to push or pull that thing down.
Where do you think you're going to put a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you.
Yeah,
You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold.
I wasn't talking to you.
Do you think there's enough room for the angel?
Oh, sure, honey.
did anyone have a dad like that who just had to get a tree that was a little too big for the house?
A lot of sap in here.
I think you're forgetting how difficult it's going to be having everybody in the house at the same time.
Beverly D'Angelo.
Right, honey.
Anniversaries, funerals.
Yeah, I love new comedies too. I love all comedies. But there's something about the older comedies where it was more of the simple gags, right? It wasn't blown out to be extravagant, some big thing, right? Just he's kisses her and her hair stuck in his hand. He grabs a lamp that gets stuck to his hand.
Nice fat Christmas bonus this year, huh?
He just kept it simple, and I like that.
Oh, the crunch enhancer? It coats and seals the flake, prevents the milk from penetrating it.
That sounds horrible. The cereal itself would be completely dry? No.
I just hope my Christmas bonus check will cover it.
Oh my God, you're putting in a pool.
Write up a brief summary and have it to me by the end of the day. Layman's terms, none of that inside bullshit jargon that nobody understands.
We got your Christmas card the other day, and my family and I are very flattered that you remembered us. Corporate cards.
Anyone else have a boss like this? Or had a boss like this?
Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
Can I show you something?
Yes, please.
I was just smiling. What? What happened? It's a bit nipply out. I mean nippy out.
It's a bit nipply out.
Can I take something out for you?
I was just looking at something for my wife. God rest her soul. 'Tis the season to be merry.
Well, that's my name.
Oh, shit.
Again, just the plain, hey, here it is and move on, right? That's my name. No shit.
Sure.
Look, I'm wearing something similar.
Oh, yeah.
Can't see the line, can you, Russ?
No.
I never had this kind of Christmas because, all my family was pretty much the entirety of my family lived in Korea, and, my own exclusive family, we lived in the US.
Folks, Merry Christmas.
But for those of you who have gone through this, what were some of your memories? Were you excited when they came by? Were you kind of dreading it? I'm very curious at what it was like for everyone.
Merry Christmas. Oh, Mom.
Knock on the door. This mole on my neck, you think it's changing color?
No.
Your dad
Well, you
says
keep
it
touching it, it's getting red.
I got hemorrhoids. Can you believe that?
Mom, they're not sleeping in my room. I want to go crazy, Mom.
I'm going to put my car in the garage. No, I'm going to leave my car. I'll park the car.
This is what Christmas is all about.
Ah, What chaos. I think I'd want to just hide away in some corner.
Come on, unravel these.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. I remember these. Grabbing them out every Christmas and trying to untangle all of those. If one bulb is out, it ruins like this whole strand. Oh, gosh, man. Such a nightmare.
I hope he falls and breaks his neck.
Yeah, I don't know how well a staple gun into that would work. My dad did it where we put in nails and then we would just tie the lights, wrap it around each nail as we went along. Oh,
Would it be indecent to ask the grandparents to stay at a hotel? Audrey. Do you sleep with your brother? Do you know how sick and twisted that is, Mom? Well, I'm sleeping with your father.
now what would happen if they got in like a crazy storm and your roof got covered in like 6 inches of snow?
Well, obviously something had to break the window. Something had to hit the stereo.
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Come on, Todd.
For a grand
Wow.
total of 25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights.
Joy to the world.
Russ.
Yeah.
We checked every bowl, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we ought to go up there and just get...
Oh, whoa, jeez, look at the time.
Wow, the moon is big. That's dedication.
Where the hell is that cold coming from?
Now, wouldn't it make sense to first find out if there's someone up there? Like, there'd be a reason that's open, so... But, man, poor Clark.
He's got another car. He can drive. I have to eat so I can take my back pill.
Oh, man. Stranded up in the attic with no proper insulation. See, at that point, you already put a hole in the roof. Just make it a little bit bigger and just slide out. I understand it's obvious. Real world logic doesn't work in movies, right? Because otherwise the story would be over too quick.
Christmas fulfilling. Why can't it
I still have a couple hundred more bulbs to check. Here goes nothing.
Hey, fellow watchers, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check us out on our Patreon. Links are in the description below. And now back to our program.
Honey, I think I know what's wrong. I can't see. No.
Just ought to do it.
How are the lights on if you didn't have it plugged in?
Oh! Ella, I fixed it.
What's going on here?
He like broke his like finger or his I think he broke his finger when he was doing the scene.
You deserve a home like this to spend Christmas in. I hope this adds to your enjoyment of the holidays.
The little lights are not twinkling.
I know, Art, and thanks for noticing.
House sure
Cousin
does look
Eddie.
swell, Clark.
Thanks, Eddie. Eddie?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, if you don't remember, this here is Rocky.
You remember Ruby Sue?
Her eyes aren't crossed anymore.
She falls in a well, eyes go cross. She gets kicked by a mule, they go back to normal.
If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
Personally, I'm glad I didn't have a bunch of family that lived in the States with us that would come visit like that. Like visiting for a day or so is fine, but like over a holiday week or whatever it is, I I don't know if I could deal with that.
That's a honey of a tree, Clark.
I dug it out of the ground myself.
Those cups, those are from the first vacation movie, right? From was it Wally World?
Just can't believe you're actually standing here in my living room, Eddie. Never thought the day would come. Let me do it.
Is that a continuity error? The cup seemed much fuller when he took that last drink than when he was holding it.
Can I refill your eggnog for you? Get you something to eat? Drive you out to the middle of nowhere? Leave you for dead?
Oh, that's an RV. I borrowed it off a buddy of mine. He took my house, I took the RV. But don't you go falling in love with it now, because we're taking it with us when we leave here next month.
This is a new non-caloric silicone-based kitchen lubricant. It creates a surface 500 times more slippery than any cooking oil.
Well, don't go put none of that stuff on my sled, Clark. You know that metal plate in my head? I had to have it replaced because every time Catherine revved up the microwave, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for a half hour or so. They had to replace it with a plastic one, and it ain't as strong.
I think maybe some of Eddie's problems came from that, having to put a plate in your head.
Remember, don't try this at home, kids. I am a professional.
And here he goes.
Rip, hang pen.
Whoever they got riding the sleds, pretty good. Poor Clark.
Don't sweat it. It'll come. Merry Christmas. Same to you.
He just wants to do things for his family, to make his family happy. Oh.
The sun to shine by day and all the stars at night.
At Hawaiian Christmas Day, the sun to shine by day and all. Merry Christmas to you.
That's a pretty good and vivid imagination he's got going there, right? Damn.
Santa Claus! Rocky bit my thumb. Him's nervous because Christmas is almost here.
Nervous or excited?
Shitting bricks.
You shouldn't use that word.
Sorry. Shitting rocks. You don't know if he's getting nothing. If he was so real, how come we didn't get squat last year?
Poor kid.
What are you looking at?
The silent majesty of a winter's morn, and an asshole in his bathrobe, emptying a chemical toilet into my sewer.
Shitter was full!
Oh, gross. Oh, it's gross.
Merry Christmas! Shitter was full!
Rocky said something about Eddie telling him that Santa Claus wasn't coming this year.
How can they have nothing for their children?
Well, he's been out of work for close to 7 years.
Truth is, things ain't going too good at all. Had to sell off the house, the barn, the 10 acres. If only I had back the money that me and Catherine sent that TV preacher that was screwing the hockey players. I don't know what to do. We coasted into town on fumes.
Ellen and I want to help you give the kids a nice Christmas. Now, come on. If you don't tell me what they want, I'll go out and get it on my own.
Here's a little list. Alphabetical, starting with Catherine.
Randy Quaid. Oh man.
Is your house on fire, Clark?
No, Bethany, those are Christmas lights.
I love riding in cars. Florida.
Mom? What?
This box is meowing.
Your cat.
She's old. She and Uncle Louis don't have much money, so she takes things from around the house, wraps them up, gives them away as presents. That would be her Jell-O mold. I'll take it, Eddie.
Since this is Aunt Bethany's 80th Christmas, I think she should lead us in the saying of grace.
Imagine being able to live in a house, to afford a house like that this day.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. One nation indivisible, with liberty.
Catherine, this turkey tastes half as good as it looks. I think we're all in for a very big treat.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just a little dry. It's fine. Here's the heart.
Oh my gosh. Oh, crispy turkey jerky. Doesn't sound too bad. Uh-oh. Oh, it did. I remember the scene.
Ed,
Hey, Clark?
what's wrong with the dog?
Oh, he's just yakking on a bone. He got it up. He's probably just nosing through the trash here.
Bye, kitty.
I told you had too many plugs in one outlet.
Oh, God. You smell something? It's not the chair. It's some kind of gas coming from the sewer.
Yeah.
Louis? Look what you've done to my tree!
Louis? At least it's out of its misery.
I have a delivery for Clark W. Griswold.
Merry Christmas.
The long-awaited bonus check.
My bonus. Oh, I was gonna wait till tomorrow to tell you all this, but what the heck?
Check first. Check first.
Swimming pool.
Clark, what's wrong?
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
Oh, Eddie.
This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it!
Son.
The number of times my friends would quote that line.
If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight.
And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirty... Where's the Tylenol?
Well, where are you going to find a tree at this hour on Christmas Eve?
Right through your window.
We needed a tree.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, honey. Fix the newel post.
Wildlife living in a tree.
Quiet! Shut up!
Why would everyone be so afraid of a squirrel?
Where's Eddie? He usually eats these goddamn things. Go get the hammer. I'm gonna catch it in the coat, smack it with the hammer.
But just catch it with the coat and let it outside.
Probably got scared and ran back into the tree.
Well, everything's getting ruined.
All right then, if you're not man enough to put an end to this shit, then I am.
going?
Close the door.
Where do you think you're going? No, we're all in this together, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye.
This is when he completely loses it.
How could they get any worse? Take a look around you, Ellen. We're at the threshold of hell.
We all love you, but this is a terrible night. Nothing's gone right. You just cocked it up. It's okay. It happens.
Sometimes you just gotta let things go. I mean, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's just the little things, man. Like hugging his dad with that cup of water and splashing it everywhere.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh, and Eddie, with a man in his pajamas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Clark.
He was well-meaning.
Seems my husband's been abducted.
You're fired. Where's the phone? I'm calling the police.
I lost my temper when I got my bonus, and I...
Bonus? How did you get a bonus? I cut out bonuses this year.
You don't want to give bonuses, fine. But when people count on them as part of their salary, just plain...
Sucks.
Yeah. Tell him, Russ.
Sometimes things look good on paper, but I guess a healthy bottom line doesn't mean much if to get it you have to hurt the ones you depend on.
Your employees are what help you keep the company running.
Add 20%.
And to all a good night.
I had the guy rappel from the roof to the first floor window.
Frank.
There was a big misunderstanding tonight. I'm not pressing any charges.
What?
It was a mistake. Remember how I was toying with the notion of suspending the Christmas bonuses?
You didn't.
That's pretty low, mister. If I had a rubber hose, I would beat you into
I changed my mind.
Rubber hose. I beat you. Oh, that line is so great.
Santa Claus.
No, it's the Christmas star.
It's a light on the sewage treatment plant.
Don't drop that!
And our flag was still there.
And Santa Claus flew off into the night.
Play ball!
Merry Christmas, Sparky.
Merry Christmas, honey. I did it.
You did it. Such a classic movie. You know, I mean, it's got the message of, you know, family and, you know, the importance, what really is important, right? It's not about getting things perfect. It's not about making sure you have the best presents or anything like that. You know, it's just about family, right? The importance of family. But at the same time, it's such a great comedy. Now, obviously, I wasn't cracking up from beginning to end because I know a lot of the jokes that are coming up, right? I've seen this several times already, so I do know a lot of stuff that was going to happen. But it still made me smile. It still made me laugh. There's some really, really great jokes in there. Like I said, that joke about beating the guy with the rubber hose, just the way the line was delivered, it was so great. You know, all the characters here in the movie, they were fantastic characters, right? Everyone from Clark to Russ to Cousin Eddie, to Dolores. You know, I mean, just everybody played their part well. The kids were kids, right? Both parents were you had the grumpy old man and the ornery mother-in-laws and the crazy great uncle and aunt, the kooky cousin, and the crazy dad, right? Chevy Chase's character, the one who just has to try to get everything right. Funny movie. I really enjoy it. I'm not gonna say much about it. It's not like there's a lot to talk about. This movie's been out for such a long time now. It's been, was it 1989, I think. So, uh, 35 years now. Um, but just really funny, heartfelt message, and to me, it is one of the great Christmas classics. Like I said, there's a lot of them out there, but that's probably one of my favorites. So, why don't you guys tell me what your ideas, what your thoughts are with this movie, and what it means to you to watch it. To me, it's just a good movie that I can get the feeling of Christmas, and at the same time just get the laughs in. Get those little heartfelt moments, those little tender moments that are in there, and just really get that sense of what it feels like to have a family Christmas. Again, like I said, I didn't have relatives near me where I lived. All my relatives are pretty much all in Korea, and my family was out in the U.S. And so, except for the occasional visits here and there from certain family members, we never had anything like this, like a family get together, to a family Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything like that. So I don't really know quite what that feeling is, what it's like to have that. And now, obviously, they're not all this crazy and, you know, this kind of deranged sense, but I'm sure there are some that have this kind of feel to it. So I'd like to hear from you guys as to what it was like to have a Christmas or Thanksgiving or even like, 4th of July, whatever it was, or whatever holiday in the country that you're in, what it was like to have a family holiday and how that went for you, as your kid, your memories from as a kid, or, if you're an adult now and you have that and what it's like for you with your experiences. So I'd really like to read those and find out what it was like for other people. So anyway, with all that said, I'm going to end our video here. Thank you everyone again for watching along here on YouTube. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave me your comments there. I really want to read those. Everyone on Patreon, thank you again very much for all your support, for subscribing to the channel. I just want to show my gratitude and really thank each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. And with that, everyone, have a very, very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time.